Hello students, this is Sudeep Yadav from Spectrum Chemistry. So students, if you are first time visiting to my channel, so please like and subscribe my channel and press the bell icon to get best explanation of NCERT book subject Science class 7th. And students, if you are watching this video, so please go to my playlist and watch the first part of this chapter video and understand the concept which I have discussed in that video, and the topic I have discussed in that video, that was heat and temperature. And in this video I am going to discuss about types of thermometer. So students, let's start. So the first topic which we are going to discuss, that is types of thermometer. So students, there are the two types of the thermometer we have in this chapter, that is number first, digital thermometer, and you can see in this picture there is a given a digital thermometer. So let's start. Nowadays digital thermometers are used to measure body temperature, means we are using it as a clinical thermometer, and they work on tiny dry cells, means in this we are using a cell which providing energy, and it is a safer device because it doesn't contain mercury, which is a toxic substance. So this is the advantage of digital thermometer over the traditional clinical thermometer. And students, now we are going to discuss about the second type of the thermometer, that is laboratory thermometer. So let's see. A laboratory thermometer is made up of a glass tube. You can see in this picture that is given. In this picture you can see there is a long glass rod, okay, that is a glass tube, and it has a glass work with mercury, means the mercury is existing inside it, with mercury which on gaining heat rises in the glass capillary of the tube. And next point is the range of the temperature that laboratory thermometers can measure is between -10 degrees Celsius to 110 degree Celsius. So this is very important to measure temperatures of the different kinds of the reactions inside the laboratory. It's very helpful to measure the temperature for that reactions. So students, this is significant of laboratory thermometer. Now next, handling of thermometer. How we must have to handle a laboratory thermometer. So let's see. The following are some precautions to be taken when using a laboratory thermometer. So students, the first precaution, that is handle the thermometer with care. And second one, do not hold the thermometer by the bulb while taking a reading. Now third one, the thermometer should be kept upright, not tilted. The bulb should not touch the surface of the container. And the fourth one precaution, that is removing the thermometer from a boiling water bath and immediately immersing it in an ice bath may cause the thermometer to break. So this is very important precautions which we must have to be take during handling of laboratory thermometer inside lab. Now next point students, that is temperature scales. So there are the different scales on which we are measuring the temperature. So let's see, students, which are these scales. Temperature is measured using different temperature scales. In a temperature scale, two reference temperatures are chosen, that is the most commonly the freezing and the boiling point of the water. The commonly used scales are the Celsius scale and Fahrenheit scale and the Kelvin scale. So means they are the three different scales on which we are measuring temperature. That is Celsius scale, second Fahrenheit scale, third Kelvin scale. So let's see, students, what is the mean of the Celsius scale. Let's see. Around 1743, Anders Celsius invented the Celsius scale. He determined the freezing temperature to water to be at 0 degree and the boiling temperature at 100 degrees. There are 100 divisions between these 2 points. So this is the boiling point of, or the freezing point of the water at Celsius scale. That is, if you talk about freezing point of the water, it will be 0 degree Celsius, and if you talk about the boiling point of the water, it will be 100 degrees Celsius. So student, now second scale, that is Fahrenheit scale. So let's see. The scale was developed by Daniel Gabriel Fahrenheit. The unit of the scale is degree Fahrenheit. So the symbol we must have to be used, that is capital F. On this scale, the freezing point of water is taken as 32 degree Fahrenheit and the boiling point of water is taken as 212 Fahrenheit. So here is the very different from the Celsius scale. If we talk about its freezing point, on the Fahrenheit scale, that is 32 degree Fahrenheit, and if we talk about its water boiling point of water, that is 212 Fahrenheit. There are 180 divisions between these 2 points. So this was the Fahrenheit scale. Now last one, that is Kelvin scale. So if we talk about the Kelvin scale, this scale was invented by the Lord Kelvin. The unit of the scale is K. On this scale, the freezing point of water is taken as 273 Kelvin and the boiling point of water is taken as 373 Kelvin. And students, conversions of the scales. So let's see. The 3 temperature scales, that is Celsius, Fahrenheit and Kelvin, can be converted from one to the other using the different formulas. And students, you can see in this picture there is a different scales. Number first Fahrenheit scale, second Celsius scale, and third one Kelvin scale, and all on these scales, here you can see the boiling point of the water and the freezing point of the water. So if we talk about the Fahrenheit, you can see here boiling point of the water, it will be 212 Fahrenheit. If we talk about this Celsius scale, it will be 100 degrees Celsius, and it will be Kelvin. On the Kelvin scale, it will be 373 Kelvin. And if we talk about the freezing point of water, it will be 32 Fahrenheit on the Fahrenheit scale, and if we talk about the Celsius scale, it will be 0 degree Celsius, and if we talk about the Kelvin scale, it will be 273 Kelvin. So students, we have discussed about the different types of the thermometer and the different types of scales to measure the temperature. So I hope students you must have enjoyed this video.